Hello and welcome. My name is Summalea Day and I'm going to be your yoga teacher for today's practice, where we're going to be moving through a gentle full body flow, but there is going to be a little bit of a strength element to it. So whether that's moving through a few repetitions of a certain pose or just holding in a position for a little bit longer. So I want to say it's a gentle but strengthy flow today. You don't have to bring anything to your mat, just yourself. And when you're ready to begin, we're going to start laying down today. So just making your way down onto your mat. Make sure your shoulders, neck and head are laying on your mat, because sometimes when you lay down, your head dangles off. And just bring the soles of your feet mat width apart. Allow your knees to fall inwards. Maybe you lift your hips and then place them back down. Little wiggle through your shoulders, getting nice and comfortable here. And your hands just rest on your belly. So just for a moment, connecting to your own touch. And soften through your shoulders, your neck and your head. Inviting softness into the front of your body. Just drawing your awareness inwards. And just in this moment, checking in with yourself. And just whatever comes up for you today, just be with it. And trying not to add stories on, add feelings, emotions. Just knowing what's there. And then begin to draw your awareness to your breath. And see if your breath can soften out these places that are holding tension and tightness. Imagining your breath is bringing you space. It's light, easy. And imagine your exhales just moving that stagnant energy out of your body. Just falling into your breath here. And in today's practice, if you move away from the awareness of your breath and you come back into those thoughts and feelings and stories, that's okay. But just see if you can pull yourself back into a nice deep breath in. And together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long releasing breath out. Your hands come by your side and just heel toe your feet in so they become mat width apart. Inhale, press your lower back into your mat. Lift your hips and begin to peel up into your bridge pose. Your exhale slowly rolls you back down. It's waking up our body. Inhale. And as you exhale, rolling back down and really just connecting to all those sensations running through your body as you begin to move. Breathing in, peeling yourself up. Pausing here. Can you squeeze through the back of your body? So your hamstrings, your glutes. Really push your shoulders into the mat. The soles of your feet are touching down, your big toe to your little toe. Exhale, rolling all the way back down. And as your hips arrive to your mat, hug your knees into your chest, cross your ankles over, and just sway from side to side. And really squeezing your legs in, so you should feel your thighs resting on your belly. And then releasing your hands back by your side, extend your legs up towards the sky. And just point and flex through your feet. Now, welcome a soft bend in your knees. If you're feeling a little tight through your legs here, they don't have to be straight. And then begin to become active through your legs. So switch on your muscles. Allow your shoulders to fall down to your mat. Draw your core in, so press your lower back into your mat. As you breathe in, lower your right heel all the way down, just so it floats just above your mat. And as you exhale, pull your belly in and draw your right leg to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to center. So we're going to do 2 more each side. Inhale to your right. Exhale to center. Really focusing on that lower back, dropping down into your mat. Exhale to center. 1 more each side. Inhale to the right. Exhale. Last one. Inhale to the left. Draw your core in. Nice work. Exhale to center. Hug your knees into your chest. And this time, pull your knees apart. Allowing a little space to come into your hips, your inner thighs. Maybe you invite a little sway from side to side. And then dropping your feet back down to your mat. So we're going to move back into our bridge roll-ups, but we're just going to sync the movement with our arms. So as you inhale, once again, drop your lower back into your mat. Lift your hips, peeling up as you sweep your arms up and overhead. Reaching with your arms, your fingertips. Exhale, rolling down your arms, come back by your side. Inhale. Exhale. And see if your hips and your arms can land on the mat at the same time. Last one. Inhale, rolling up. And as you exhale, sinking all the way back down. As your hips, your hands arrive to your mat, hug your knees into your chest, and this time begin to rock forwards and backwards. Finding a little bit of momentum to bring yourself up into a comfortable seated position on your mat. And I'm going to stay facing this way. Really draw up and lengthen through the crown of your head. Allow your shoulders to soften away from your ears, breathing in. And as you breathe out, your right ear drops down to your right shoulder. Your chin falls to your chest, left ear to left shoulder. Moving with your breath here. And just knowing if you need to pause from side to side, or you might move through a full head circle. Just making sure you move in both directions. And just pulling yourself back to center, really drawing up through the crown of your head. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, allow your gaze to follow. And as you exhale, twisting over to the right. Your gaze rolls behind you. Maybe you close down your eyes here. And I want you to soften through your hips and your belly. Sometimes we come into a twist and we squeeze through the front of our hips. Just notice if you can relax here. Take another deep breath in. As you breathe out, just rolling to center. Inhale, sweep your arms up, gaze follows. Exhale, twisting over to the left. And arrive here softly. Check in on the front of your hips. Make sure you're not squeezing through this area. Inhale. As you exhale, bringing yourself to center, rolling all the way over into your tabletop. Setting yourself up so your hands are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, roll through your spine, press the floor away. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Closing down your eyes here, begin to move with your breath. One breath, one movement. I think I say this every practice, but it's like a moving meditation. Imagine you're a wave in the ocean. And just shifting any of that tightness you're holding through the back of your body. Really big, deep breaths here. And if it feels good to wiggle through your hips, your shoulders, just move into that space. And on your next exhale, melting back into a child's pose, nice wide knees, sit your hips back and reach through your arms, but I want to soft bend through your elbows, really relax through your fingers, and your forehead comes down to your mat. And you can just really soften here in stillness, but if you're someone that holds tension through your eyebrows, your forehead, slowly roll your head from side to side and just releasing this tension you may be holding on to. Really relax through your jaw. And exhaling here in your child's pose. Your next breath in pulls you back into your tabletop and just begin to lengthen your right leg behind you. Tuck your toes on your mat and push the floor away. Beautiful stretch running up the back of your right leg, behind your knee, all the way up into your glute. Really strong through your arms. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, bring yourself to center and hover through your right leg. Now I want you to squeeze through your right glute. If your belly's dropped towards your mat, pull it in, a nice flat back here. Inhale. As you exhale, curl your knee into your chest. It's like our cat stretch with our upper back. Inhale to lengthen. Push your heel away. Exhale to curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curling all the way in. And this time, bring your right foot to the top of your mat. Help it through if you need, and then lengthen through your left leg. Bring yourself to your fingertips and invite a rock forwards and backwards. Really nice stretch for the front of your left hip. So really sink into it. And then as you rock back, drop your left knee down, dropping your left hand down to the mat as you reach up into your easy twist. Relaxing through your hips, gaze to your top hand. Breathe in. As you breathe out, circle your right hand behind you. As your fingertips come to the mat, send your hips back into your half splits. We're just going to move with our breath here. Inhale, rolling forward, pull your chest up towards the sky. As you exhale, sinking back and lengthening through your leg. Inhale. Now this time as you exhale, send your hips back. Your right hand's going to walk to your left, and we're going to sweep ourselves into our supported side plank. So lift up through your right arm, really strong through your torso, okay? You're active here, squeeze through your glutes. Inhale. As you exhale, thread your right arm underneath your body. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, sweep it through. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, reaching towards the back of your mat. So you're getting this lovely full body stretch from your fingertips all the way down to your toes. Breathing in. As you breathe out, sweep your body back to the top of your mat. Step back, high plank. Now, as you arrive into your high plank, I want you to push the floor away with your hands and your toes. Squeeze through your bottom, tuck your tailbone under, and you're imagining your belly button or your pelvis and your ribs are coming together. So squeeze it in, hold here. Now, if this is a little bit too much, drop your knees down, untuck your toes, but really strong through your arms. Let's take one more deep breath here. As you breathe out, drop your knees, lower your chest all the way down. Your hands are just going to come by your ears, so your forehead's on the mat. I'm a little bit lifted here because I've got my microphone. Bring your big toes to touch. As you breathe in, lift your head, your shoulders, your hands, your feet, your legs. You're flying here. Squeeze through the back of your body. And as you exhale, soften back down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, relax. Breathing in, lift. Holding here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And as you exhale, dropping back down, your hands come underneath your shoulders. Roll yourself up into a cobra. Nice big bend through your elbows. Roll your shoulders back and down. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, moving back into an enclosed child's pose. Knees touch, wrap your arms around your body, your shoulders soften, your forehead comes down to the mat. Take 3 deep breaths here. Just when it feels right to move, begin to roll up back into your tabletop position, moving to our left-hand side. So extending your left leg along your mat, tuck your toes and push the floor away, starting with this deep stretch behind our left leg. It should feel really good. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, bringing your hips to center, lifting up through your left leg. Now pause here. If you've dipped down through your belly, just correcting yourself here. Tuck through your tailbone, draw your belly in. Push the floor away. Inhale here. Exhale, curl your knee into your nose. Arch through your upper back. Inhale, push your heel away. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, pulling it in, and then reaching your left leg to the top of your mat. Help it through as you extend your back leg. Bring yourself to your fingertips and rock forwards and backwards. So you're feeling this stretch arrive to the front of your hip. Just breathing here. And as you rock back, dropping down through your right knee, drop your right hand to your mat as you reach up with your left. Easy twist, your gaze follows. Can your hips drop down a little deeper? Inhale here. Exhale, backstroke your left arm behind you. As your hand finds the mat, send your hips back, half splits. Inhale, roll forward, pull your chest towards the sky. Exhale, shift back. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more like this. Inhale. And as you exhale, your hips come back. Your left hand comes to your right and you sweep yourself into your supported plank. So arriving here, push your hips forward, really pulling in through your torso and reach up through your left arm. Inhale here. Exhale, thread your arm underneath your body. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, reach your left arm to the back of your mat, a full body stretch. Maybe lifting your heart up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, sweep yourself all the way to the top of your mat. We're arriving in our high plank. So pausing here, really active, draw everything in. So once again, pulling up, draw in your core. Nice work. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees, rolling all the way down. Your hands come by your ears. Just bring your big toes to touch. Inhale to lift and squeeze. Exhale to relax. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Inhale to lift. Holding here, squeeze through that bottom. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, relax. Your hands roll underneath your shoulders, peeling up to your cobra. And as you exhale, push back, downward facing dog, and spread through your hands, realign your body, wiggle your hips, pedal through your heels. Taking any movements that feel really nice here. And then slowly these pedals become tiny little steps all the way to the top of your mat, arriving in your fold, but bring your feet slightly wider than your hips. Soft bend through your knees and your hands come to your elbows, finding your ragdoll. Invite a sway. Maybe you shake through your head, your neck, releasing through that tension and tightness. Your hands drop down towards your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, your hands come down to heart center and just bringing your feet underneath your hips, drawing up through the crown of your head. Inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, your right hand comes by your side and reach over through your left. So send your hips over to the left. As you breathe in, pull your right arm to center. As you breathe out, your left hand falls by your side. Then you reach over to the left. Your belly is pulled in here. Inhale to center. Exhale, swan dive down. Bend through your knees. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right leg back into your crescent lunge. So find your grounding and begin to grow. We're going to hold here. So just checking in that your back heel's off the mat. Sink through your hips, tuck under your tailbone. Sometimes we really flare through our belly. Really pull everything in, reaching up. Well done. Inhale here. As you exhale, your hands come to heart center, twisting over to the left. Pause here. Push the floor away with your hands. Your feet, I mean, they're the ones on the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, your right hand falls down to the mat, reaching up with your left. Let's take one more deep breath here. And as you breathe out, your left hand meets your right, heel toe your left foot so it's mat width apart, and then drop down through your right knee. Now we're in our lizard pose. This might feel really good here as you pull your chest forward, melt through your hips. But if you're feeling a little bit more open today, you've got the option to drop down to a block if you have one handy, or all the way down to your elbows. Now, if your left leg sort of melts over to the side and flares over, that's okay. Just let your foot come to its knife edge. And wherever you arrive to, begin to soften through your head, your neck. Take really deep breaths in. This pose definitely brings up a little bit of discomfort. We tend to be really tight through our hips and our glutes. So just falling back into your breath. And now really slowly walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Take yourself back to your downward facing dog and a big pedal of your heels. And you might be able to feel that space in the front of your hips. As you breathe in, roll forward to your high plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, you can step, jump, or hop forward into your forward fold. At the top of your mat, relax through your shoulders, your neck, your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, your hands come down the heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, your left hand falls by your side as you reach over to the left. Draw your belly in as you breathe in, scoop your left arm up. Exhale, your right hand falls down as you reach over to the right. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left leg back, arriving into your crescent lunge. So ground down here, begin to grow. Reach through your arms, even squeeze through this part of your arm. Really, really active here. Reach your arms away. Make sure your belly's not falling forward. Tuck it under now, sink through your hips. Breathe here. Feel that strength come into your legs. You might be like me and shaking a little bit. Inhale. As you exhale, your hands come to heart center and twisting to the right. So trying to keep your hips where they are and twisting through your upper body. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, your left hand comes down. As you reach your right arm up, easy twist. Let's take one more breath here. And as you breathe out, your right hand comes down, heel toe your right foot mat width apart, dropping down through your back knee and finding your lizard pose on this side. So you might be here pulling your chest forward, sinking through your hips, or you might melt down a little lower. And wherever you arrive to, really try to relax through your shoulders, your neck, your head. And just soaking up this deep stretch in your lower body. And slowly bringing yourself back up to your hands. Step back, downward facing dog, a big pedal of your heels. As you breathe in, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And this time, as we come to our forward fold, let's meet in the center of our mat. So making your way there. Soft bend through your knees, allow your belly to touch your thighs. Shake your head from side to side, maybe wiggle your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, look forward. Exhale, fold. Now just heel toe your feet so they're touching. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. We're going to inhale, sweep your arms up, and as you reach through your arms, I want you to roll onto your tippy toes, finding a balance here. Squeeze through your body, reach, reach, reach. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive down, bend through your knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Heel to your feet so they're mat width apart, dropping your bottom all the way down. Use your hands to make your way all the way onto your back. And just arriving to where we started the practice today. And let's begin to extend our right leg up towards the ceiling. And you can roll through your ankles, spread through your toes. And then take your right ankle to cross your left thigh. Push your right leg away. And then threading your arms through into your figure four. And just finding stillness in this deep stretch. We've really worked our glutes, the back of our body, our core today. So just taking a moment to really soften in this stillness. You might notice as just time moves by, you can deepen the stretch by hugging your left knee in a little closer. And just doing this if that feels right for you. Releasing your left leg, your right foot comes down onto the mat and extending your left leg up to the ceiling, rolling through your ankles, spread through your toes, and then finding your figure four on this side. Your upper body's completely relaxed. And slowly untangling your legs. I want you to extend both legs up to the sky and just give them a little shake. Good shake, everything's wobbling. And then hug your knees into your chest. Maybe you rock from side to side. And as you rock from side to side, you can drop down to one side and bring yourself up to a seated position where you can rock forwards and backwards, bringing yourself all the way up. Arriving to your seat, make sure you're nice and comfortable wherever you are. Allow your hands to come to the tops of your knees. Allow your shoulders to roll back and down and really lift up and lengthen through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in and a long clearing breath out. Let's do one more. That feels really good. A deep breath in and a clearing breath out. Bringing your left hand to your heart. Your right hand follows. Taking a little bow. And as always, taking as much time as you need here. Just to sit and soak up all that goodness you've created on your mat. But when you're ready, you can slowly open up your eyes if they were closed down like mine. Maybe give yourself a nice big cuddle. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I love filming for you guys. It's really fun. And if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see next on my channel, please let me know in the comments below. But until next week, have a fantastic day and week. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.